Welcome back to another review, and today I have the OUKITEL K6000 Plus. Basically it's a hands-on review, so I'll start with the unboxing of the device and I'll show you all the accessories and of course the phone. So this is the first part. So of course this is the box, you can see here OUKITEL information, and that's the label and the QR code information, also label here. Basically two versions, one gold and one gray edition. So I'll start with the unboxing. Of course this is the phone. I'll get back to it in a minute. So here you have a package, a mini package where you have the user guide. I'll show you in a minute also. So what's included also? You have a screen protector, screen guard also included. If you open the box, you will see a micro USB, the OTG adapter. So you can hook the phone with external devices such as the USB, dongle, hard drive. So included. What's next? You have a simple USB to micro USB cable, data and the power of course, and a quick charger. This quick charger supports 5 volts, 7 volts and 9 and 20 volts with a maximum current of 2 amps. So that's the quick charger. Also looks pretty big, but it's okay. So this device supports quick charging, MediaTek technology. So back to other stuff, other items. Like I said, you have here a simple user guide in English and a few other languages also included. Basic stuff how to operate the phone. Nothing special. You also have a warranty certificate from OUKITEL, and also of course you have here the extraction. Basically it's a tool to open the SIM tray of the phone and enter a SIM card or a micro SD card. So that's the paper, all the stuff here. Let's go to the phone itself. It comes with a silicone type of back case. Also a nice idea. You can see the label here is made in China, so that's from silicone. Protects the back side of the phone. And let's go to the phone. So let's start with the back side. Here you have a 16 megapixel camera with autofocus and a dual LED flash. And you can see the build quality is pretty good, very high level, very nice. This is of course the gray edition and the gray color edition. Let's go to the back. Here you have the power, volume up, down. Also the frame is from metal, and on the side you have the SIM card tray. You use the extraction tool I showed you before. And on the top view you can see here the microphone, the headphone jack, and the grills here on the bottom. You have right and left. Basically it's the same speaker, meaning the speaker is located here and not here. So on the left side it's just O's. It's not a dual speaker. And of course the micro USB connection for the power and data. So build quality is pretty good. No complaints about it. And looking in the front side, on the rear side, you can see the camera here. It's an 8 megapixel camera. You have the speaker, and also you have the light sensor, I think it's here, and there is also an LED notification light located here, but you can't see it. This device also has a fingerprint scanner embedded in the home button, and you have navigation keys here on the right and left. So I'll show you in the next video how it looks like. So pretty solid phone in terms of external design. So I hope you enjoy my unboxing of the OUKITEL K6000 Plus. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye. In my second part video, where I'm going to show you how the OUKITEL K6000 Plus works, main features. So let's start with the basic stuff here. Right now you can see I'm in Android main UI, main screen. You can see here the navigation keys. You have back, and that's the settings thing, not sure how it's called, and the main button here, the home button, has an integrated fingerprint scanner inside of it. Touchscreen is very responsive, big advantage. Also battery, this phone has a built-in non-removable battery, and its high capacity. The capacity is 6080 milliamps per hour battery, and this phone can last about 1 day, 1.5 days without any charging, one charge only. So if you want to charge it, you will need, of course, the quick charge adapter here, the charger. So it takes about 1 hour and 50 minutes to fully charge this device. I've checked and it's true. So that's the charging part and the battery. Again, touchscreen really nice, good brightness. This is maximum brightness, and it also works well under direct sunlight, so that's great. So let's go to the Android settings. Like I said, this device runs Android version 7. You can see here under system information. Here you can see sub camera. The front camera is 8 megapixel, and the main back camera is 60 megapixel with autofocus feature function. Touchscreen 5.5, running memory. This device has 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of eMMC storage. So that's the settings. You can see the UI of Android 7 is more organized. You have also Smart Assistant option here for float gesture. If you enable this function, you have a nice wheel here. You can rotate and get fast access to more functions very quickly. So you can use it. There are many options here, and you can close it. So it's a floating kind of menu, circle menu. Other functions you may like are the eye protection. It basically changes the brightness of the screen from white color to yellow, so you don't damage the eyes, especially in low light environments, complete darkness. So you can turn the eye protection on, minimize damage to the eyes. Screen record lets you record all the tasks you're doing on the screen. You can see all the recorded things you are just saved. I'll try again. Just click on the red record option and work normally. And that's it. Video is saved. You can see what I recorded. It was a fast one. Anyway, let's go back to the settings. There are many other features I'm not going to talk about because Android 7 has many new options. And under personal and device you have all the basic stuff. Let's go to the memory. And from about 3.8 GB of RAM, in usage I have 1.5 GB. That's the RAM. Storage. Let's go to the storage. I have 1.65 gigabyte of space used from 53 GB. Basically it's 64 because there are also the operating system files. So I have enough space, and of course I can also use a micro SD card to gain more space, storage space. So that's the settings. And let's go to the cameras. Cameras, you have the back camera. It's a 16 megapixel camera with autofocus. The shutter speed is pretty fast and the quality is not bad. So that's a 16 megapixel camera. And also you have an option to run other apps, of course. Maybe the quality is better. I'm using different apps here. But let's go to the front camera. It's an 8 megapixel camera without any autofocus, but also quality is pretty okay. So that's the front camera. Also, this device has an LED notification light located here. So when someone is sending you a message and talking, and also a missed call is notified by an LED notification here. So there's a light here, but you don't see it. I think that's the light sensor here. And of course that's the speaker. So that's the main stuff of this device. 4 GB RAM, 64 internal storage, eMMC, very fast. An octa-core processor from MediaTek. And in the third video, I'm going to show you all the information, including the hardware of this device from Antutu Benchmark. So stay with me. Thanks for watching and bye. Back to my third video where I'm going to show you some information about the device. Also, I've pre-installed Antutu Benchmark. So let's start with system information. As you can see right now, this is the score I've managed to get with this device, 44629. Again, it's a mid-level phone. It's not an high-level premium phone, but it's pretty okay. Let's go to the ranking. Here you can see the score of the Meizu MX6, and beneath it you can see the score of my device, slightly above the half, maybe 55% compared to the Meizu M6, 55% of the Meizu MX6 result. So let's go to system information, basic information. Also from Antutu Benchmark, you can see it runs Android version 7, 64-bit operating system. CPU is MediaTek M6750T. It's an octa-core processor, 8 cores. It also has a Mali T860 GPU. More information about the RAM, 4 GB, 64 GB internal storage. And CPU frequency, you can see here, 286 megahertz up to 1.5 gigahertz. 1.5 is the maximum peak for each core to operate. So right now we can see more information about the cores. Not all of them are real-time active. You can see some are in sleep mode, most of them. Again, it depends on the apps you're running. In specific app, like a game, should use all the cores simultaneously. So that's it. Touch screen, 5 points touch screen. You can see here, like I said, so 5 confirmed. More information about the cameras, battery level, and that's it. Let's talk about the sensors. This device has basically 3 sensors: light sensor, accelerometer, and proximity. The compass sensor doesn't exist in this phone, so it damages the navigation experience, like I said. So if you're navigating in offline mode or also with an internet connection and you turn the phone in various directions, the map will not rotate. So it's a big mistake by OUKITEL not to add the compass or magnetometer sensor, as it's called also. Some call it orientation sensor also. So basically you have 3 sensors, and also another one, like I said, embedded in the home button. That's the fingerprint sensor. But basically you have 3 in this device. So that's the system information about the sensors and also the hardware of this phone. So stay with me for this last part of the video, where I'm going to talk about this phone, my final impression from it, if it's worth the money or not. So thank you and bye. Welcome back to my last part video, where I'm going to talk about my personal insights after using this phone for 2 days. Let's start with the positive things about this phone. Good build quality, fingerprint scanner, speaker quality is pretty average and plus and above it, and also LED notification, you can't see it but it's located here. Light sensor here for adjusting the screen brightness, so it's pretty solid. Also the cameras after a few updates are working better, improved quality, and that's it. The battery of course is really good also. So now for the bad things about this phone. The company didn't add a compass sensor or magnetic field sensor or a gyroscope sensor or both. Basically, a compass sensor is more needed for navigation, for the orientation of this phone. When you're navigating and you're pointing the phone in various directions, you want to see the map rotating, so it's a big problem. You will not be able to do that. It doesn't matter if you're using an internet connection or not using an internet connection, the map will not rotate, so you'll be kind of static according to the route of the navigation route. So that's for navigation. The GPS itself is good, but the missing sensor is a big problem. And if you're willing to compromise about this issue, I do recommend using this device with Waze software. It works well. I've tested. Waze of course uses online connection, internet connection, but it does work. So if you're willing to compromise in this matter, you can use it for navigation, but with an internet connection. And if not, if you need a device for navigation to be more accurate, you need to buy a different brand. I recommend checking out Xiaomi, Lieco, and others. I've also added a few links for a Tiny Deal page where you can check out the latest deals, mainly phones, so you can check it. Also, I've added an article review link in the video description, and you can see right now the LED light is blinking because someone is sent me a message. So that's it about this phone. Again, if you want a better GPS, you need to buy a different brand. So check out the links, and I hope you enjoy my review. Thanks for watching, and bye.